Alright, match 1 with Magmatic Channeler Prowess. I don't even know if we can really call this Prowess anymore. We've only got 8 Prowess creatures. They do just happen to be basically the best one-drop creatures that Red can play. So there is that, yeah. Yeah, so we'll just start off with the good old Monastery Swiftspear. Let's see how this goes. Gilded Goose. Thankfully we've got that covered. Question is, do we want to play the Shatterskull land past? Probably not. I mean, tapped. Yeah, probably not. Also, I'm not sure if this is a bug on Moto or not, but I do seem to get tokens from it when I ditch it with Seasoned Pyromancer, so that's also something to consider. You know, because Seasoned Pyromancer says non-land card. Although actually, I did hear that this can be discarded, and the discard spells like Inquisition of Kozilek and Thassi say non-land card. So my guess is that the top half of the card controls its type, not the bottom half, which seems a little counterintuitive. I would have thought that both halves count, but that might not be the case. Another Uro pile, another day, another Uro pile. But the good news is I think with Flame Slash, there's a much better chance of being able to deal with Uro once it comes into play. Alright, so watch, I will get a token from this. This is definitely nice. And the old deck is doing what it does best. Drawing a whole bunch of cards. I'm almost wondering about just playing a Bomat Courier instead of Monastery Swiftspear and going full grind. Maybe replace Lava Dart with Burst Lightning. At that point, we're basically mono-red mid-range. I might actually try that. I do think we sacrifice some points though in like combo matchups where you gotta win quick. But there is something to be said about mono-red mid-range. Okay, gotta deal with Emery, which sucks because there's also an Uro waiting in the wings. I think Flame Slash though, and any other burn spell, I think makes that okay though. So hopefully they play Uro. And hopefully I draw a land so that I can dump both these burn spells, play Seasoned Pyromancer, play whatever other card, play a 1-drop card I have. It's actually not looking half bad. Of course, it looks like they can recur Uro multiple times, which is annoying to be sure. Oh yeah, for sure they can recur Uro multiple times. Uro, such a fair card. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to double Flame Slash, and then I'm going to play Seasoned Pyromancer, and I'm going to hope I'm going to draw a untapped land. Well, all my lands will be untapped at this point. And I think I had to play the Seasoned Pyromancer this turn anyway, so... Yep. Well, I'm dishing out a lot of damage. Unfortunately, this Lightning Bolt won't be able to help deal with the Uro next turn. But I don't know. I mean, we're definitely doing stuff. We are definitely doing stuff. It felt good to draw a bunch of cards, regardless of what happens. Man, though, Uro is so powerful, though, it doesn't really give a shit about how many cards you drew. You know, obviously, you know, within reason. But, let's see here. Well, you know, did they put themselves off of Uro? I mean, I'm assuming they have a fetch land. Or I guess they can path and... Urza. I would have thought that Uro would have been a stronger play. They could have pathed and played Uro. Yeah, I don't know about this opponent. Especially since I don't think you can gain 3 life now. Well, I guess you got a lot of blockers. But I mean, let's see. So I can actually flashback Firebolt and light up the stage. Or I could go after Emery, and then I'm going to flashback Firebolt and then light up the stage. Any burn spell will do it. Any haste creature will do it. Oh, there's a burn spell. Yeah, I don't know what the opponent was thinking. They should have clearly played Uro. But, you know, off to a good start so far. Season Pyromancer doing what it does best that game. I think a Braid's come in. This is definitely a spot where a Braid is good. They don't have a ton of artifacts, but a Braid will have a lot of targets even if we don't see one of their artifacts. And I think Lava Dart is definitely not at its best in this matchup. Not a lot of 1 toughness creatures. And, you know, I mean, of course, you know, I could rush them down, but with Uro gaining life, I think the rush down strategy is less likely gonna get there. I will bring in all 4 Blood Moons and relics because the good thing is, even if Blood Moon doesn't... I mean, they're a 3-color deck, but even if not, just making Uro almost impossible to cast is pretty good regardless. I've actually got so many cards, I'm not sure what to take out. I think Flame Slash lines up so well against Urza that I definitely want this. Still in there. Probably Firebolt, although I really like the way Firebolt can deal with Emery. Yeah, this could be wrong, but I'll take out Firebolt. Should I take out You know what? I don't know if I need a Braid, actually. And they didn't present that many artifacts. Yeah, this could be totally wrong, but I just like Firebolt being a bit cheaper. And believe it or not, Magmatic Channeler just does not seem as good as these other cards, all of which are like intrinsic card advantage. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm gonna play. No, I'm gonna play Firebolt. I know it seems like I can't make up my mind, but I think Firebolt's better. This feels wrong not having Magmatic Channeler, but I think the other cards I need more. The one mana creatures are pretty important too. Just because it gets on the board, enables light up the stage. Could have been some consideration to cutting Swiftspear instead of Channeler, but I think I like this. As we saw, they've got plenty of removal too, and removing 1 mana creatures is definitely more to our advantage than removing 2 mana creatures. One reason I decided to go with Firebolt instead of a Braid is just that while a Braid is better at dealing with the token potentially, Firebolt is better at dealing with actual Urza, combining with another spell and whatnot. I'll put this on top, just ensure that I have more gas. And I think Urza is definitely the card that we have to worry about more. So I'm gonna actually stomp it in a turn, and the hope is that they counter. But if not, I think I'm pretty sure they've got a counter spell, so I'm gonna try to bait it out. So hopefully clear the way for Blood Moon next turn. Or not. I'll take a 4/3 creature too. Well, I'm going to hope that Blood Moon sticks. Cutting them off a white seems not bad. I do think I can afford to try to take care of Teferi next turn. That's fine. I guess the opponent wants to protect Teferi, which is reasonable, but thankfully I can stomp it. And I can even play the giant too. Always nice. And hopefully cutting them off a white mana really helps. And green mana most likely too. Well, I'm going for the stomp into Bone follow-up play. This feels pretty good. Seems like this game kind of spiraled out of control for the opponent somehow. Surprised I didn't have a counterspell, but hey. Probably I'm just going to Firebolt and Flashback to maximize my mana. Oh, unless... No, I don't have lethal quite yet. Oh, of course, what am I kidding? Of course I have lethal. Do I get cheeky? I mean, there's no reason not to just fire off this Firebolt now. I don't see... Is there any merit to waiting? I don't think so. I'm just going to do this on the upkeep just because it constrains their mana a little more if they want to play Force of Negation. Yeah, and now they can't Force of Negation. Well, not bad.